Thanks for joining me. I just want to see how many people are basically at home on Saturday evening. So let's see how many people can join. Hi Kathy, thank you very much. Highly appreciate it. Wanted to see something special for a year. Hi Heather. Hello. Everybody tell me, where are you? Like which country? Where are you located? Which time zone are you in? Hi Cheer Hero. Thank you very much. Yes, has been a year ago. Hi Angie. Thank you, Bird. Okay, guys, I'm doing something special tonight. I'll be doing first. Oh, Kansas, Michigan. Michigan, hi, neighbors. What kind of weather do you have there? It's raining in Toronto. We don't have snow. Kansas, nice, Heather. Anybody? Hi, Barbie. Hi, nice to see you. Ooh, love your emoticons. So it's us people who really. Ooh, Mozambique, that's nice. Hi Sue, what the heck are you doing over there? Arizona, nice and sunny. Okay guys, so what I really want to do today, let me just minimize this music. What I want to do today, I actually want to do the reading for us who actually join here in like to celebrate 1 year. So that's cute. And I'm going to do the romance deck, and I didn't use this during virtual cards for a long time. So how about to do some sort of like love reading? I didn't expect many people. I really want to have oh, St. Louis. I wanted to have a funneled energy, and that way we can do it. So just tell me guys, how many of you here want love reading and how many of you want general reading? So just to see if I am sort of like on the right path over here. So that way we can kind of like decide in which kind of direction to go. I'll be shuffling this in the meantime, because I'm pretty sure there will be a few who want love reading, but I also want to see if there is anybody who needs something general. Ooh, I'm already having jumpers. Give a relationship a chance and retreat. Hi Lati, like you're like my big supporter. Thank you so much. Oh really? First time you see me live. Sag general, open to spirit message. Heather, that's the way to go. Hey, Netherlands, Sylvia Van Gelder. Wow. What the heck are you doing up in this like time of night? There you go. Finances and career. And true love. This is going to be really interesting. So I'm going to be doing both. I'm just like trying to think, what kind of cards do I use for general? Any suggestions? Any deck that you prefer, guys? I'm thinking in the meantime, my personal preference would be kind of like really modern decks or really old-fashioned decks or very whimsical decks. Watching you. The witches. Okay, since you asked the first, let's grab the witches. I have collection of about 150 decks, so we can do the witches for the general, or we can do the gilded for general, or both. So let's start, guys. Let's see what's going on. We have retreat and give a relationship a chance. So this is for and gypsies. Okay, let's do the gypsies. We can do gypsies for sure. Let's grab them out. Lenormand. Wow. And we can do Lenormand as well. Let me just grab those out and get them ready for later. So that's going to give us both love and general. So let's kind of like get some ideas out of this reading. And because There are not too many of us. It's only 22 people. That's the lowest ever. I am actually able to actually focus on all of them, all of you, and I'll be able to take some questions at the very end. So, oracle cards. Let's do the oracle cards for kind of like the end. So let me see, for everybody viewing, in order to celebrate anniversary, let's kind of like see, because I personally, for me, I really want to see where the next year will go. And this is like sort of like special anniversary, first anniversary reading. So let's see where we go with this. Okay, so retreat and give your relationship a chance was the first bundle, but then I had finances and career and true love. So that's kind of like interesting, because looks like we'll be focusing on a whole bunch of like different angles over here. So let's get a few cards to kind of like give us more information about this, and also get here. Just keep the questions for later. The reason for that is like my screen is like over there and I'm focused over here. So like when is going to be time for it, I'm going to tell you, and then you're going to place questions. Okay, so let's see more general over here, and let's go for general. Also get some oracle cards here. Let's get, where are my, oh, here they are. Let's get these cards over here. General for anniversary. We have 2. Ooh, we have 3. Dragonfly, a river, wow, and Gaia. I think that's what wants to come out, and let's get those guys clarified. Oops. 1, 2. Oh, we have everything. Oh my gosh, guys, this is like absolutely fantastic reading. Let me turn this around. So we have here 6 of Swords reversed. This is King of Cups reversed. Finances and career would be 9 of Swords reversed. And true love, Ace of Wands reversed. All of them reversed. But here we have a little bit different message. So it sounds like over here that we're actually dealing with some energies. Maybe you see, like the 6 of Swords is generally a card of moving on when it goes upright. When it comes reversed, in combining with the retreat card, let me just lift this up a little bit. It is basically talking about coming back to maybe find the old issues, to maybe deal with items that you put on a back shelf, or maybe we were in too much of stress and we just like really didn't want to deal with this. And as you can see, kind of like there was a spirit of being together, and this could be retreat together or separately. This simply could just like mean that some of us really need complete rest. But it's not going to be passive rest. You know, like passive rest is like when you sleep, you like really, your mind is like shut off. This is like sort of like rest where we are like consciously thinking about the next steps and in which kind of direction to go. As far as giving a relationship a chance, there was somebody who maybe led us down the garden path, and kind of like we really didn't believe in that, and maybe caused us lots of kind of like spilled milk, lots of issues basically along the way, and also kind of lots of resentfulness. We kind of like have right now almost like matured, and in our head we're sort of like looking at these kind of like things a little bit differently. And like right now, like I mean, sweet talking is not going to mean so much for us as much as going to mean that let me see, sorry, I have to just like stop for a second. I'm not so sure what's going on the thing. Nope, that's all good. This is like basically saying that somebody let us down, but in spite of it, and I'm going to pull a few cards here, and I think the whole deck, is it? Oh, this is a Queen of Swords. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at that. This kind of tells a great story. We have the King of Cups reversed, and then we have a Queen of Swords reversed. Well, Queen of Swords is kind of like really interesting because she kind of like cleans either on the outside or on the inside. Here is basically something that needs to kind of like happen internally. Some of us over here had to internally figure out what needs to be reshifted, how to deal maybe with certain things. Instead of like instead of being angry with somebody else, now we are trying to figure out a workable solution to how things can work out. And look at that, the Knight of Cups is appearing. So I don't know if you can see it. This is the whole bottle, and here is just a glass. It's almost like something really happening, and I have a feeling that this is like simply that we are more realistic. We are going into things completely understanding how much we grew in this whole situation. And like, if for some of us it's going to be reconciliation. This is, by the way, reading for everybody. So this is the reading for everybody. So, you know, you can kind of focus on that. So somebody from the past might be coming back, but also for those of you who are like single and willing to kind of like date, there is this energy of growing up, like this energy of like really knowing ourselves and kind of like going in a new direction. Hi Amps, love your little hearts over here. Let me just show it. I don't know like why is this not showing. There you go. So finances and career, like this is generally love, romance. So it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and this is kind of merged with Nine of Swords. Is it possible that somebody is nervous about the job, about the finances? Like pretty much it is kind of weirdly weird. In January, like we are all nervous about how to pay the bills. It's kind of like trying to kind of like deal with a hangover, right? And it's telling me also that these anxieties and this nervousness are something that we are really familiar with. Wow, and we are going to really resolve this. We are resolving this, and also the problem here is like we are not learning the lesson. Even though we are going to kind of like be happy, and it's going to be happy ending in terms of focusing, also like in balancing that part of our life. The Judgment reversed is saying, hey, like, I mean, somebody here is like not learning. So I think the next year we are going to be equal spenders. And well, if you can take something out of this reading, probably try to focus that free will sometimes stops everything else. So hence maybe like we should be like spreading this throughout the year, maybe buying presents around, because the Judgment reversed, it's always saying that when you can choose between the right and wrong, you kind of like choose the wrong. Hi Sam, thank you so much. Thank you. And because I think we are learning these big two aspects of our life, how to take relationship maturely, thanks Lori, and how to kind of like really position ourselves that we're like self-sufficient. Well, there is like a true love. And you guys, 34 of you chosen ones, and all of you who will be sitting through this reading later, it is something that is happening, like an opening up. This true love is going to truly be something that has been born of some kind of like new understanding. It's not based on this like huge spark and fire. It's like based on deep understanding of who this partner is. So I'm not going to even confirm this because it is an ace, so it is a start, and it might actually even start feeling, let me just like get two cards. Ooh, look at that. it might start feeling with us being a little bit jaded, with wondering if this person is telling us the truth, and we will be questioning this person a lot. So I would just like say be really careful about that, because people can be pushed away with kind of like that kind of behavior. So let's do sort of like, this is a combination of Gypsy and Lenormand over here. I always get lost with fire readings. I'm Gemini. Okay, guys. Hi, Diane. What you need to look here. Sun sign. It's always kind of like telling us personality, when we go to bed and we're on our own, when we don't have to pretend that this is the sun sign. The ascendant is what we present to the world. This kind of like Polish persona, kind of like how we want to behave. It's almost like acting. It's the mask. And then we have Venus. Venus is pretty much what's going to entice us in a relationship, and also how people see us, right? Like what is the romance trigger for them, right? Hi, Vanya, sitting in Thailand. Oh my gosh, nice. And lastly, Mars. If you really want to know what would make this person to go to the next level, check their Mars, because Mars in us is telling us, oh, well, maybe I'm Aquarius, I want to be freaky and other, but my Mars, like I don't know about mine, but like I'm saying in general, if Mars is in Capricorn, I would just like really want to be married and sit still, etc., etc. Hi, from Arkansas, everywhere, Puerto Rico. Oh, Mars. So let me just get these cards and get some Gypsy Lenormand here. This one wants to jump out. Anger. I think maybe some of us are just like fed up with anger. I know that today I started my day with, thank you, Rose. I started with my day with my dad being super angry. Ever since he had his stroke, his personality changed. And it's getting really, really bad, because honestly, to me, nothing worse in the world is like somebody really like angry for no reason at people, at the internet provider. Like today, like actually he wanted television to be given to him because he feels that $40 a month is just too much for his internet. Of course, he didn't get anywhere and he got angry. But is this like some kind of anger here? It's telling me that maybe we are kind of like fed up with this. I certainly am. I don't know what's going on in this case, but it is like, look, you know what, certain things I'm not going to deal with. That's what I said to dad. You know what, you want to do that, you want to deal with angry issues, you want to kind of do that, you'll have to do it on your own. I'm not going to fight the battles that I think are not nice. And he got very angry with me again. So let me see. Give your relationship a chance. What happened here? What happened here? What happened here? Death. That's right. Something basically ended. We had to grow up. We either are going to give that person a chance, because this person might be coming back with an offer, with pretty much not just an offer, it's sort of like possibly even proposal, if that was somebody from the past. If there is somebody new, then we are learning from these past experiences, like we are moving kind of like forward. Well, you know what, my dad, old elderly, kind of like get that way, I guess. Finances, you see, I told you, we kind of like have to be a little bit more conscientious about our spending. Certainly there are quite a few spenders over here, so it's going to be kind of interesting. And as far as true love, oh my gosh, look at that. It's going to be such a gift, right? So he came back, but quickly, sex talk. I told him to take it slow. I see. Sorry, I thought you're talking about my dad. So he has a sex talk. He's like 75. I don't think he has any sex talk. So this gift, I think it is basically coming toward us and coming in spite of us over here, guys. This is a reading for everybody. Can I put somebody here in charge who wants to be a moderator to kind of like tell newbies that this is kind of like for everyone over here? Letty, can I just make you a moderator, so you just like have to type from time to time this, and go from there. Okay. So now, as far as those of us who actually really want to know general kind of a thing, this is kind of really interesting because look what it's saying. We have dragonfly. Dragonfly is like Lati. All you have to do is like when people ask who is this reading for, you just basically tell them it's a general reading, so nobody gets lost in the process, right? So what kind of ideas were brewing? What kind of issues have been some replaced on the side? Maybe we were sort of like in a, mind you, the dragonfly, I don't think it has a cocoon stage, just like goes immediately jumping like to this like full firefly from, what is this called? I forgot now. Never mind. But this is certainly emergence over period of stagnation, and I think this kind of like probably connects here with that retreat and finally coming to life. It is again very much like here, and that's why I'm seeing this connection here. There is coming back kind of energy over here, and nymph. Oh my gosh, I was like really thinking, what is this called? It's called a nymph. So it doesn't go from cocoon, it goes from larva, like through something that's called nymph to immediately to firefly. But like you see, 8 of Cups is saying like somebody was looking what is the best for them. Somebody was like exploring their options. And there is like this possibility of, you know, not being happy where we were. Now we are realizing that certain things that we had actually did make us happy. You see, like that only happens when kind of like there is like certain things going kind of like slow, when we can really focus on ourselves, because both of these cards are talking about coming back to certain issues, but coming back with sort of gusto. This kind of like is really, really important card. Wow, another 8. Another 8. Holy smoke. Guys, you know what? This is going to be a big. This is going to be both in relationships and in our relationships with the other people. 3 8s like are 24, 2 and 4 is 6. So we are going to be stabilizing with how we actually deal, and our progress is going to be actually almost exponential. 8 of Pentacles is generally saying like, let's get involved with our hobbies and sort of like being certain kind of like retreat, certain kind of like what makes me happy, what I want to do, and then like it's going to be ready, set, go, action. This is a definitely communication, going out, going in. There you go, angelic. Like on the 8th, this is really powerful. When you see 3 8s, this definitely relates to strength. It definitely relates to hope. This definitely relates to opening up. This is extremely good energy, guys. Whoever is watching is really contributing to this energy. And I don't know, like maybe there was some kind of lethargy where things were not moving, because look at this, you're going from 8, you're going to 9, and there is like this movement. And I like this card especially. It's coming to the Fool. There are like new possibilities. There's a completely brand new dealing with a new cycle. And River is like just like what I saw here, dealing with issues and dealing with issues. Now we are not going like straight ahead. Oh, what happened? Oh, am I back? Hopefully I'm back. It was saying offline. So this is basically talking about simply following a flow, following what is important to us and where we want to go, and kind of like really go into that fearlessly, going in a completely new direction. Wow, this is really good. We have another Ace of Wands here. It's coming upright. So see, I think we were going head on before, because 4 of Pentacles is talking. Cat lady, my heart stopped. I said, that's all I need on my anniversary, right? Like everything to not to work out. 4 of Pentacles is walls, building walls. But when it's reversed, it is like those walls are coming down. And I don't think so much that they're coming down. We are learning how to navigate the labyrinth of life. Geesh, you're such a good group, guys. This is like absolutely amazing. And then recharge. I think clearly there is like something from the past that will be coming to the surface. You have to think about what basically energized you, let's say a year ago. What energized you last February? For me, I simply know that this is like this channel, and this is going to continue. Maybe kind of like finding, because the mountains that we see here also indicate problems and obstacles. But you see, river is kind of like very smart. We humans go over the mountains, but river goes around and saying like, why to make it difficult when you can just like make it simple and enjoyable and kind of like enjoy the ride. And ultimately, this whole thing was worth it, because nurturing Gaia, coming together to kind of like complete enjoyment, to kind of like enjoying even the fact that we persisted in this whole thing. What is this? So I think this is like what is relating to fight, because it's saying Gaia as nurturer over here. It's a concept, right, that the earth is alive and that we are connecting to it. So I think that spilled milk and crying and tears and other people taking us for granted is going to be no longer, because right now we are going into this full energy of, you know what, let's fulfill this, because this is coming really across through kind of like different things. So in summary, we are not going to be angry. We are going to be actually very balanced. We are sort of like shedding certain way of dealing with things. And I don't even know, actually I'm going to grab this deck for clarification here. Chest pains, head hurt, and anxiety. Well, that will be your Nine of Swords, which we had over here, right? Yeah, it went down for a reason. I don't know like why. I have really good internet connection, but sometimes you never know, right? I was talking to you earlier about the 8 cups of moon. That's right, picking up your energy. Hi Renee. So let me just see kind of like what energy comes through and what we need to work on this particular cards. These are chakra cards, guys. Perception. Oh my gosh, these 8s are coming with perception, and look at that, this is coming with the heart energy, and this is like what really 8 of Cups really talks about. You see, 8 of Cups is like the dreamy look when you say like what I want to be when I grow up. It's like this big dream. Some people live this big dream all their lives, some people stop living this big dream, and some people just like say, well, you know what, maybe I am chasing rainbows, let me kind of like settle down and stabilize. It's a kind of fine line which way to go. But when this is reversed, this means we tried, we explored, and we realized that we actually already have what we want. And that something is something that is really meaningful to us. Look, we have this butterfly, and we have the like couple of butterflies and birds, which is kind of the uplifting energy, and there is this emerald, which is definitely heart chakra energy. So something that's going to emerge is something we are going to love. And since this part is general, this can both apply to love in general, and 8s are generally going talking about commitment. Frankly, somebody is coming back possibly, and we are kind of like maybe feeling it in our bones. So can you talk briefly about romantic karmic contracts and why is it difficult to let go of them? Yes, I can talk about it. So, karmic contracts. You see, like we all talk about twin flames and soulmates and true love. And this is like saying, yeah, you know, like I want to go on this cruise and all I care about is like the sunny weather. But nobody's like really making sure that you're taking all the clothes that you need to take on the trip, that your cabin is, you know, properly, like I mean, set up, that nothing is leaking, that you're not in jeopardy, you're taking your, you know, seasick medication, pardon me. So karma is basically a contract. We write that contract. I actually do this reading reading, and like you can look it up. I call it karmic contracts. Some people are calling Akashic readings. So from my experience, from my readings, what I'm seeing is that most of us are like now catching up with those contracts, because it's just like any other contract. You cannot do everything. You do few things and you drop the balls. But the problem is, like, to pass to the next stage, you have to clear the entire plate and go into the next stage. So we are kind of allowed to start a new karmic contract, but we have to pull few of those cleaning kind of like issues. So in karmic contracts, when I read them, it tells you, so you have soulmates written in, karmic soulmates in particular, twin flames rarely, because for twin flame, you really have to be advanced individual. You really have to clean your own stuff. You have to deal with your own issues, because twin flame is like smooth sailing, rarely happens, and it's not the point of a karmic contract. Karmic contract is an emotional message. It's how we deal with things, who we are going to attract. So for example, somebody who basically has a very advanced soul is going to pick something ridiculously difficult. For example, there'll be a serial murderer. And I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that's, imagine, like, why would anybody want that? Because the lesson they really want to learn here is like, what kind of impact this has made on other people and on this person. Because most of us are actually going on the other side to help other people who are going through similar things. So this entire lesson is basically for us to be able to empirically kind of like give hand to somebody. There are a few souls, like psychics and people who deal with energy, who are really kind of on the gateway on the other side and almost helping these people, almost like the war, basically, injuries. So with karma, like, I mean, most of us have to accomplish some emotional lesson, and seems to be very common that we have codependency in the 21st century, and it kind of like manifests itself through different kind of like nukes, like addictions, all three parties all over the place. I guess it just seems to be like just like the new normal, that everybody's cheating on everybody. Then drugs, alcohol, workaholism, these are all codependency kind of issues where we are dealing with our loneliness through really attacking something or attaching ourselves to something. So if you know what your soul contract is, and if you know that something will be happening your way, it is like being in a river. So if you're here in the river and you try to swim upstream, it's going to be tough. If you relax, it's going to be much easier. So it is sort of like saying, I know you're here to teach me. So if you kind of like go into that with an attitude, this lesson is really quickly learned, and then you move to the next, the next, the next. You're cleaning your karmic plate, and then you're getting to that, like, I mean, cake toward the end. So the whole idea of these love relationships is basically this phases. The first phase, oh my gosh, this person is so lovely, it is so exciting, I love him to death, and she's my perfect woman. And then 6 months later, like, they don't return your phone call, etc. Then you're obsessing. Then we have this codependent relationship where we are lonely. We cannot imagine life without them. Then we are dealing with pain and anger. And then basically all of a sudden, like, what the heck was I doing with this jerk, right? Or something. So it is like kind of like simply the method that we can apply and work with. It is like really, really powerful. And usually people who got that karmic reading with me really are able to get rid of all this kind of karmic things, because karmic relationship pushes you back on the right train. It's simply, if, for example, I was like working in marketing for a long time, being like basically chief marketing officer, and I was like very happy in this job. I really wanted to stay there, and then things were happening year after year, like all the time, some kind of struggle, and I didn't understand why? And I tried to kind of like work harder and longer hours and everything. And simply, just like I was not getting anywhere. Then last November, I have been diagnosed with a terminal cancer. And I was told I have only 3 months to live. So I started to really kind of like looking in my own affairs and kind of like trying to figure out what I can do since I'm relatively still very young. And it was just a state of shock. So a month later, after I went to sort of like follow up with an oncologist and was shown like my x-ray, like she was showing me this big tumor in my pancreas, the sign of a tennis ball. I was looking at this chart. I was like saying, this Richard, whatever, is that the doctor from the ER when I was admitted? She goes, what? She says, oh my God, this is not your chart. This is not your chart. So it turns out it wasn't me. So I am good. But look what's happening. What's happened that I quit my job. I had a long-term relationship and he kind of dumped me when he heard that diagnosis. And I was like devastated for about 3 months. And then I started this channel. So this channel is all of a sudden like just like I'm in the rollout of a red carpet. And good things are happening to me. Good people are coming to me. I'm able to help people. So I was on the wrong train. And you see, he was, and that situation was the karmic emotional situation where I was like fighting my own destiny. I was like really needing to go in a new direction. So I can really tell you firsthand how this really feels. And like, let's not blame him, because the entire role, and I looked my karmic chart, I said, oh my freaking God, why didn't I look that into earlier? Because he was like absolutely fantastic. He's somebody from my past, somebody I was with when I was a teenager. And it just so it happened, and it happened for a reason. And so I'm actually kind of like coming to really understanding who I am. So all these other things I was doing in life and psychology and, you know, Reiki and hypnosis are now actually making sense. And I really enjoy that daily. I just read for people, and I'm not just a regular reader that just give you this. I kind of like give you advice. This is kind of like the best way to go about it. I know sometimes I'm like right in your face, and I know like you're going like, I just hate you for this, Katara. But it's just like simply my personality. I'm trying to be helpful. Alrighty, so let's see more questions. Alpha, she came in, destroyed everything. That's exactly what happened. I believe in it because it was BS. I know that now. So when she left, it hurt like hell. Oh my gosh. It has to hurt for us to change the train. Otherwise, like, just go like that's what I was doing for 20 years, working the corporate world. And I was like not getting the message until this happened, right? Okay, so let's see completion. Yes, but it's not only completion, it's also a new start. It's kind of like, you see, look at that. We are leaving the dead behind. There is like not, kind of like we are not going to look back anymore. Let me see, cat lady, you are Canadian as well. Guidance on whether I should be moving toward, like, just give me a few more seconds to finish this one, and then I'm actually going to start taking questions. And quest, oh my gosh, guys, this is amazing reading. This, all of us will have spectacular thing, and I'm just telling you, all of us have some emotional baggage. Other people cause us this emotional baggage. For example, I see here my ex as well, that he was, you know, I was actually the one who was suggested to him to end the situation if he doesn't feel comfortable about it, and he kind of grabbed that. And I know that he's trying to come back. So far I blocked it. I'm not so sure that I'm going to let this go, but I'm kind of like balancing myself and really looking forward to go in the future. already. So I promised questions and I didn't get a chance to go to Gypsy and Lenormand. So when you ask your question, guys, you also tell me which deck you want me to use for it, but please use the ones that are on the table so I don't have to round the apartment and look for it. Okay, so just give me a second to clear this before and you prepare your question. He got scared. Yeah, he got scared. It's kind of like, you know, gosh, who knows how he would react in that situation as well. You know, certainly kind of like felt weird, but, you know, it happens. Alrighty, so this goes here. Okay, what has the spirit got for me, please? Thank you. That would be Sue. Sue, I saw your thing first. What has the spirit for you? So how are you doing, Sibyl Hill? Sue, what has the spirit for you? Oh, you have tons of messages. You have Page of Cups, Justice. Whoa. The Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups reversed, Temperance, Magician, and Two of Swords. So you know what, Sue? You're coming into balance. You are going to feel a romantic flair, but you'll be also chasing people away who are like selling you, you know, crap. And kind of like sometimes it's going to feel like choosing between heart and your head, but you're going to certainly be chasing and trying to find somebody who is absolutely right for you. Because when Temperance, you have like these two cards, both of them are talking about balance. One is more like on the outside, if you have any legal proceedings or something has to come in order, like work, that would be kind of Libran energy, plus this is the year number 11. And here would be Temperance, which kind of like says, you know what, certain things are lining up. But I will tell you also what you have to look for. You have to figure out what makes you happy, because as long as you don't know what makes you happy within you, the name of this deck is Witches Tarot. I think something like that. You have to figure out at least 9 things that you will be completely comfortable like living with for the rest of your life if you have to live alone. And that way, this is going to start to turn around and going to be the right person, sort of like creating magic for you. Okay, thanks, Gaia. Happy. Thank you. Okay, so next. Who is next? And I'm sorry, I kind of like looking at deck. I didn't see if you guys had other questions. So you have to tell me the question and you have to tell me which deck you want to use over here, right? So that way we can kind of like move forward that way. Okay, so let me just do this. Where are we? Who is next? Barbie, your husband passed 6 years ago, wondering if I will find true love again. And what's going on here? Hi, Shelby. Hello, Shelby. Hello. Hello. Come on. Are you bringing luck to Barbie? Really? Really? How much? Is she going to find somebody? Huh? Hey, come on. Come on, come on, come on. This is not right. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. Something is going on here with my screen. I'm just going to refresh it quickly. Hopefully I'm not going to lose connection. But Barbie, you are the next one. I guess Safi wants to be Barbie over here. Okay, Safi, come on, come on, come on. This is for Barbie. Let's see what is Spirit talking to her. Yeah, look at this. This is your good luck charm. Thank you so much for sending me such a cute thing. Yeah, Safi has to show like her behind. Okay, do you love Barbie? Huh? Look at here. Look at here. This is ridiculous. Barbie, you're going to have enormous good luck. Yes, Safi, this is like not enough room for everything, including you. Okay, Barbie. Oh my gosh, Barbie. It says reunion. It says surprise. This card is called foe, but this also talks about ex. So I know that your partner passed away, but when this comes in this situation, this basically says that you're going to be meeting somebody with like qualities, and something is going to be such a huge surprise. I don't know if you can see it here. He is trying to fish, and he got a whole bunch of money, and it says $5,000. Keep in mind, this is like 18th century. It's going to be something really huge. So, or you might reunite with someone who is an ex. So hopefully you will let me know. But this is going to come as a big surprise, really, really big surprise. Okay, next. Happy December 27th, and my recent ex is Virgo, and want to know if he feels how he felt about me a couple of days ago, which is high karma. Happy December 27th, just recent, and how your Cappy felt. Did you guys argue a few days ago? Your Cappy, it's absolutely showing up here. There you go, your little goat over here. There was like some kind of argument, and like maybe kind of like there was like this fleeting energy of, you know, should I stay or should I go? Maybe he felt you're kind of like leaving it, and there you go, you have a lucky charm showing up as well. So next, Vanya, me Virgo, he's Capri as well, and next who's coming back at time. Will I go for it, or is it time to let go? Same card as Barbie, love. Okay, so Vanya, Virgo, and Capricorn. Savi, are you going to say hi? Meow? 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 If he feels guilty about leaving you, I think because the Five of Wands karma was reversed, there is this feeling that there was the argument that ended up nowhere, that kind of like everybody kind of like lost, right? So let's see, Vanya, let's see for your Capricorn. I forgot the question. Let me just try to see it. I just remember. There you are. Hi, Safi. Vanya is saying hi. I'm reading for Vanya. Vanya, what was your question? It was something. Okay, let's see it. Safi is moving the mouse. Okay, but I'll tell you what I see over here. Let's see. I see the wedding card is showing up, and also the doctor card, and also the thought card. Like there is like, oh, I remember right now. You asked me, should you let go? I guess no. I guess you should continue. This is going to go all the way. It has to be healed, and lots of thought is going to be placed into how to handle it. But this is the old wise man, sort of like one of those Greek guys with toga, and this is definitely a good go, I would say. So this kind of like looks good. Okay, Cat Lady, guidance on whether should be moving toward away from younger Cancer in the next few months this year. Any tarot deck. Cat Lady, should be moving toward or away. Let's take Lenormand for you. Just kind of like do it this way. Sophie, I don't have enough room. And you're showing your back. You're showing your furry butthole here. Okay, Cat Lady, Libra, should be moving toward, or what happens to her, what should be happening between her and Cancer? Libra and Cancer. Wow, that's kind of interesting. How long do you guys know each other? Because the child card showed up, right? So to me, it doesn't matter if somebody's younger and older. But then you have the birds. There's some kind of gossip or immaturity, but this can also be lovebirds. Well, the Tower is kind of interesting energy and can mean both. I think, honestly, how this looks to me, it can be seen both ways. It can be seen, let's say it's going to be lovebirds and love chat, but this is usually very superficial. The Tower is talking about one way of thinking that would be pretty much solidifying marriage. But also Tower can mean separation as well, which I feel is going to happen in this case, simply because you're just going to find that this doesn't have the vibes for something really long and serious. So next, guys, Kathy, Lenormand, will I get my independence back? From who? From what? Kathy. Kathy, will she get her independence back? Kathy, will she get her independence back? Are you trying to kind of like cut ties with someone, Kathy? Because that's how it looks. Are you with somebody who has blonde or gray hair? There is like some kind of cutting over here of something, either cutting this gentleman or this gentleman is cutting somebody off, and it's going to be talk about of reconciliation, or this also can mean doctor and healing. This can actually represent you as well, that you're kind of like coming to yourself and you'll be cutting something off. So I think yes, I think you will get your independence back this year. I think that's kind of like really important, because this is also like Taurus, slowly moving energy, but you need to cut certain things off that are no longer kind of like working appropriately for you. Okay, so where am I? Amps. Can I trust my Aries ex who's trying to come back? Amps. Can I trust my Aries ex who's trying to come back? Try my ex who's trying to come back. Yes, you can. Absolutely. This person kind of like got his head screwed straight. He is willing to kind of like settle down and kind of work on this, and the relationship this time around will be healthy. Okay, Lucy, is my ex coming back? He is Virgo and your Taurus. You didn't tell me which card. Okay, so yes and no question. Is Lucy's ex coming back? So now I'm going to show you this. This is maybe yes, this is yes, this is maybe yes. They're not looked this way, and I'm just looking at this yes or no. Absolutely, yes, yes. This kind of like would be negating each other. These are all yes answers, like you have overwhelming positive energy coming your way. Okay, Cat Lady, welcome. Path Traveler, I'm a Leo sun and my Venus is 11 degrees Cancer. Well, 11 degrees Cancer. You will be getting certain things coming back to the surface. What were you doing around the 8th of August last year? What kind of issues you didn't want to work on? That certain things will be coming on the surface, and that kind of things will simply make you extremely emotional and almost like teary, almost like I want to take a day off and sleep in bed, kind of like really, really, really important to look at in that way. But it's going to be done and over with, and it's all finally finished, right? Okay, so any other questions that I have here? I'm seeing more questions. I'm just like didn't do that here. Where am I? Will I move soon? Witches. Rose. 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 Will Rose move soon? Wow. Nope. Nope, Rose. You're actually staying. You are staying. I can see that there is like indication about trying to move forward, but look at this whole bundle of cards coming reversed, and not only whole bundle but cards like here we have the eights again, you will be kind of very nostalgic, and you will start to think that you really feel good where you are, because you'll be starting to compare and look around, and you're never going to find something that's going to be completely either within your budget or something that you like, and that's what's going to be the problem. Okay, so okay, Lati, it said check his Mars and mine. You're Gemini. His Mars is Gemini, his Aries, and my Mars is Aries. So this is perfect. That means that you exhibit characteristics of Aries, and he's really attracted. He's attracted with women who are very straightforward, who will tell, look, babe, I really want you in bed right now. We're not going to play games. Like, Aries is really straightforward this way. And his Mars being Gemini, he's looking for somebody who is very bubbly, who is very talkative, who is very intelligent, who's always going to be a tease as well. So that kind of like is a really good fit when this happens. My brother is an Aries, and his ascendant is a Leo, and his wife is a Leo, her ascendant is Aries. So that kind of like works in a similar way. Okay, so let's see. And Jill, what's up with new guy? Real romantic potential. Let's see. Jill, new guy. Angelic, I'll try to do you next. Jill, is there romantic potential? You know what, Jill? You have to deal with certain issues yourself first. And let me see this one. You're going to run into problems, not only with him, but with anybody else. There are like some issues. I think you might be a little bit of commitment phobic, right? You kind of like are having this kind of repetitive relationships, and looks like most of these people are new people, but they're new body and the same soul, and you're running into similar problems. And this is basically telling me, the Mice card in particular, that you have to deal with some internal issues, resolve them, and then your vibrations get different and better, and then you can kind of like move, like, I mean, over these obstacles and not having these issues anymore. Okay, Angelic Gem Soul mini read. Evelyn and my specific Taurus person will reconcile for good or should move along. Okay, let's see. If Evelyn and Taurus will reconcile. Will Evelyn and Taurus, this is a yes or no. Will Evelyn and her Taurus reconcile? Will Evelyn, oops, oh my gosh. Okay, this would be maybe no, maybe yes. Yes, maybe yes, maybe yes, 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 no, maybe no. So this kind of like, so the answer is yes, sweetie. You will reconcile for good. So don't look in the cards, because I'm just looking in their weight over here. So what is next? Libra boyfriend is Taurus. Are we destined to be together? Libra boyfriend is Taurus. Are we destined to be together? Oops. Libra and Taurus. Libra and Taurus. I'm getting this whole bunch of cards. You're having all yeses, sweetie. You're having all yeses. And I was like actually not even aiming to ask for yes or no question. I was like more shuffling. So I'm going to give you the meaning of these. Like, so yeah, there is like going to be forward motion into kind of like this really chirpy lovebirdy thing. Like, you probably have a very romantic connection. I don't know if he's like writing you very cute letters or very cute texts, or maybe even songs. But in some, like, he's definitely very, very romantic. Okay, so okay, Vanya, send some Tam over here. Hi, say hi to Ziggy. All right, so what else? Let's rise up. Yes, I want reconciliation with my ex Cancer. Your Libra moon, I want to know if it's going to happen. We have been together but separate for almost a month. Okay, so let's see. Rise up. This is now yes or no question. Yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Will Libra, you didn't tell me. Oh, he is Cancer. Libra and Cancer, rise up. Libra and Cancer, will they come back together? You know what? This kind of like looks like no. There are like actually issues here that are kind of like heavily weighted about something from the past. Sorry. That's how it's coming this time, but keep in mind that the eclipse can change that as well. So don't sorry. It's like didn't really want to kind of hurt anybody, but I have to tell you what I see. Jody, is my new Sag good fit for me? Taurus, Gemini cusp. New Sag good for you. It's neutral. It's neutral. Let me see if I can get some more. What's up, baby? It's absolutely neutral. Look, like no matter how many cards I'm getting, it's coming with the same answer. Hi, Safi. Do you love everybody? Okay, next. Laura, he's very romantic, love of my life. Yes. Okay, so let's see what else. Hi, Rosemary. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi, pretty kitty. Okay, so guys, I'm wrapping up. 2 more questions. I'm Nicolia. I'm Virgo. You gave such a wonderful reading earlier. I can't think of anything to ask. Thank you so much. Rise up. Same deal. Look at, I have a significant other. I will have a significant other soon. Rosemary, which cards do you want? What do you relate with? Rosemary. Spirit angel, Father, just tell me which card deck you want. If not, I'm going to pick something up. Again, I forgot the question. Hi, Safi. Safi is distracting me. Safi is distracting me. Oh my gosh, Rosemary, the question moved. Safi moved it. Okay, here we go. I think it's going to be somewhere here. Can you please repeat the question? Really? That was the question, Savi? You remember? I didn't remember. Okay, so I have to move on. Rosemary, I love your love readings. But I forgot the ones in my hands. Can you please repeat the question? I'm going to focus on your energy and start shuffling. But please give me the question again. Okay, what's going on here? Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh. I love you. I love you, Safi. That's my little Aquarian girl. She's going to have birthday soon. Okay, Rosemary. I know, cat butt. She's like specializing in showing the cat butt, right? Okay, so Rosemary. Completely forgot a question. Significant other soon. Okay, there we go. I got it now. You will meet this person through some kind of correspondence. This person is not somebody you know right now. It is somebody who might have a dog or who is very loyal. And then you have the Mountain. He and you, or this person and you, will sort of like run into some kind of issues. The Mountain is like not something that cannot be overcome. Oh, but there's going to be a lot of sexual attraction over here. So this is kind of a good fit. He might be a Cancer in horoscope. How soon? Now that's kind of like interesting. I see that you're going to run in problems in about 2 years. So I'm not so sure how soon you're going to meet him, but I see that it's going to be really good ride for quite a while. Safi, you're not seeing anything from you. Okay. Alpha, you're the last. In Scorpio, October 29th. Who is coming toward me in this year regarding love? Okay, let's see. You have to see how Safi rearranged the table. Like all the cards are all over the table. Okay, Scorpio, October 29th. Scorpio, October 29th. Scorpio, October 29th. Scorpio. Is there anybody coming toward me? This one wants to come out. Anything else? Okay. Look at this. You will be having somebody in the earth sign. Somebody who is a specialist of some kind. Like these two cards are clearly related. Somebody who is having possibly a hobby. Somebody who does things in threes. Like they like trilogy. Or they'll try one restaurant, they want to go 2 more times in that direction. It's a very also psychic / spiritual energy. And Lati, you're the last one actually, but Alfia is for now. Pagan Cartero, I found this channel. Oh, that's so cute. I love those. So Alfie, yes, you're going to be meeting somebody. In fact, that person might be somebody from the past. I don't know if you're located somewhere. Look at this. You have these 4 seasons in this window. And this generally talks about this huge spark. But it definitely, I think it's going to be either a fire sign, but most likely an earth sign. And it's going to be really somebody who is very diligent, who is very reliable, but who kind of like you're not going to see, because you're Scorpio, sexuality is really important to you. But this person is not going to have this overly kind of like thing of sexuality. It's going to sort of jump at you later, and it's going to be just like an awesome addition. Initially you might feel that you have to carry this person on and you have to be strong for the both of you, but this is going to really work out quite nicely. This is actually a really, really nice thing. And guess what? 8 and 3 is 11 and 1 is 12. So it's going to be somebody who went through some understanding of how life should be and how to actually understand the other people. So actually we'll be able to go with you deeper. Okay. Thanks, Barbie. Lati, let's go. What deck do you want? And the question, pretty please. Thank you everybody, guys, for being here. I just cannot tell you how grateful I am that this actually worked out, and that this channel started from healing my pain and trying to keep my sanity by just like doing this. It's like I have to do this, just like it's going to engage me with the other people so I don't think about myself. And look at this, like new friends. This is so amazing. When can you see me? You will be seeing me in the spring. I'm just trying to get into my new channel. I'm just trying to keep here mysterious, but you can see me on my website. So, okay, Lati Witches. Okay, do you think I'll develop my psychic abilities and intuition? I always have been told to do this work. Let's see, Lati. 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 About her psychic abilities, about her psychic abilities, about her psychic, holy smoke. You have like 2 aces reversed. You're actually reaching some kind of stage where also, like, I don't know who I was reading for, you're getting 9 of Cups reversed. You really have to figure out, it's not about developing your psychic abilities and intuition, because this is usually something will happen as well that is going to hit you. It's not going to happen for you with methodical approach, like some people learn things. For you, it's going to be after you think that you're not going anywhere with that, that you're running into something, like certain things will happen. Are you a fire, or you have some kind of like fire? Yes, you did say the Aries. You're definitely going to get into that kind of mode. The Tower means something currently is not being built properly. You're going about that the wrong way, but these certainly means like the universe is going to wake you up. This was like my false cancer diagnosis. I'm not saying that you're going to have that, like I hope not, but it's going to be something that's going to take you off your feet and going to steer you in the direction. And this is definitely Aries Scorpio energy, and sort of like you're just going to be just sitting over there and dominating this. So it's going to be really, that will be the Aries over here resurfacing. It's not going to be so much Gemini, but Gemini will help you in you also have some kind of earth. You're trying to figure out how to ground yourself, but you have to figure out what is right, what is wrong. This is kind of like truth not being told. So you have to be really truthful with yourself and truthful with people with whom you're expressing. If you try to sugarcoat, this is going to end up like with you being pushed back to relearn the stuff. So hopefully this helps. So the short answer is yes, but long answer is like you still have to work on it, and something will happen to get you to this next stage. Thank you, everybody. I cannot tell you how appreciative I am for you guys trusting me, for you guys being here. I love you. If you can just give me likes and subscribe and share any of my little blurbs, I greatly appreciate that, because this kind of like keeps me going and kind of like measuring my own work against that. So I noticed signs everywhere validating where I was questioning my answer. Angel numbers like 111. This means you're on the right path. Whenever you see that, that means green light. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's always good, no matter what you get. So my dear audience, I'm going to see you. You're going to see me on the other side, or I'm going to like talk to you, possibly my other channel, which is still in the works. I'm just trying to kind of like be more psychology geared, where I'll be getting you more codependency, kind of different issues, and that's going to be just completely different approach. Over here, I think you really need to see the cards, and it's more important than my cat-looking face. Love you, everybody, and fingers crossed for the eclipse. If you haven't seen my super blood full moon video, please check it out. Okay, love you, everybody. All the best. Cat lady, that's awesome. You never know, I might need the help, because that's what I really want to do on the other side, sort of like pop psychology. All the best. You guys have a wonderful evening and wonderful weekend, and I will be releasing the rest of the monthlies in the next 2 days. Do you have a special for February? Yes. Entire February, entire January, I'm upgrading. So if you just, for example, get a regular order, usually it would take me like around 3 weeks to get back to you. Now I'm going to do it in a week, so you don't have to pay for the rush. And if you purchase rush, so it's like an upgrade, right? So if you purchase rush, you're going to get it in 3 days. If you purchase urgent, you're going to get the same day. So it's like one level up all the time. And of course, you have the X spread, which is on special offer, or $50. Thank you so much. Love ya. And Safi says hi as well. So guys, contact me if you need anything, and I'm still having my my annuals that are still very valid and very kind of interesting. Okay, awesome guys, see you. Please contact me for the reading, and we go from there. Love you, everybody. All the best. I don't even know where to stop this. There you go. Blessings. Guys, all the best. And just to let you know, everybody that I read for, everybody that I did read for, everybody who is like taking that information every Sunday morning on Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing Reiki. So you guys might be feeling the burst of energy somewhere in the morning or during the day, because that's where I push it. So I'm just trying to make sure that you get healing energy. That's why I put my Reiki certified on my monthlies. Love you.